All right, guys, just wanted to talk a little bit about what I think is going to happen this week. Agree or disagree with me, I don't think it matters too much. I think I was about shooting 50% last week in my projection, so see if I can do better this week. So I've got Tony versus me, the first matchup. 2-0 versus 2-0, the two, I guess, top-ranked teams. I think that's what they have it measured up there in the ESPN's projection. So two top teams. So I guess I'm going to call this the matchup of the week. And Tony's projected to win, and I think his team's pretty hot. So I'm going to go ahead and project him to beat me. Although I hope I'm wrong in every way possible. I'd love to start out 3-0 in this league. Moving on to Tommy versus Burrell. Burrell is projected to win in a big way, and without Adrian Peterson on Tommy's team, I think that hurts him quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Burrell pulls this one out. I'm going to say he wins by at least 10. Eric versus Jason. I mean, Eric's team looks like it might be getting a little bit better, and I'd like to see that, although I think Jason is pretty stout. I don't suspect Eric gets his first win, but he doesn't lose as bad as he did last week. I think he starts building and getting a little bit better week 3 here. Moving on to Chase versus Ross. It's Chase's team, who surprised me last week, and I think I admitted to eating a little bit of crow, is facing Ross this week in a matchup that I think is going to be pretty handily won. I did not think Chase would be able to do that. I thought he kind of underperformed at the draft to begin with, but all of a sudden he's got the team he had last year, basically. So we'll see what happens after losing week 1. He kind of came back in a sounding style in week 2, and here we are in week 3, and he's looking pretty stout. Moving on to the next matchup, Jeff versus Clint, two teams that are 1-1. Kind of went the opposite way last week. They both started out differently. Jeff lost his first game. Clint won his first game. And then they switched roles and lost. Jeff's projected to win. And I guess after eating crow last week on Jeff and calling him out, I'll go ahead and say I think Jeff pulls it out. His team looks pretty good, and Aaron Rodgers is playing really well. All right, moving on to a matchup that I'm really interested in. I really thought about making this the matchup of the week, but decided to give it to the nod between me and Tony because we're both undefeated right now. But Chris versus Drew. This one's going to be tight, and I'm excited to look at it, and I'll watch it all day Sunday. But Chris is supposed to be, I guess, winning by about 4 points. I think it's more of a toss-up than anything else. I will go ahead and say I think Chris pulls it out in a really close matchup, but I would not be surprised to see Drew win. That is my week 3 projections. Like I said, agree or disagree with me, it really doesn't matter. We'll see what happens at the end of the day on Sunday, or even Monday, I guess, for Monday Night Football, and see where we stand. All right, good luck, everybody.